there, the things that Consumer Watchdog alleges that the refiners are doing. You'll find more information there about all sorts of things, some of which you've never been aware of. consumerwatchdog.org. You can also find a link to that at our site, which is myfoxla.com. And if you have already downloaded our Fox 11 News app, you'll find all the links there. Now, we were talking about a statement that Western States Petroleum made. Here we go. Recent changes in gasoline prices, while concerning for consumers, are consistent with the increased volatility that's been part of California fuel markets for the past several years. Numerous studies have shown California's unique fuel blends, relative isolation from other markets, high taxes, and environmental policies make gas prices more volatile than in other parts of the United States. And the Consumer Watchdog Group has made numerous unfounded and inaccurate allegations about fuel markets this year. The oil industry on the West Coast has been investigated dozens of times. There's a typo there. That's from Western States, by the way. Dozens of times by agencies and individuals with far more knowledge of fuel markets than Consumer Watchdog. And all of those investigations concluded the dynamics of supply and demand are the principal reasons for changes in gasoline prices. That's Tupper Hill. He's the spokesman, the vice president for media, and so on and so forth. Quickly, you got anything you want to say to that?
Well, their answer is they haven't caught us yet, so we're not guilty. I mean, we look. I would like to point to one thing that's inaccurate. Our data is very good. We know these prices are artificially high because they're $1.20 greater than the rest of the nation. They blame environmentally sensitive fuel for cap-and-trade program. We're talking about at most a dime difference for each of those in California. So if we have a 20 cents difference with America, okay, maybe you can blame environmental policy. We have a $1.20 difference with America, and the refiners are now taking home $1.17 according to state on every gallon of gas when they usually take home 45 cents, and crude oil prices are half of what they were last time gas was this level. So the profit reports speak for themselves. These guys are making a lot of money. The first quarter profit reports, the CEOs of all these companies were extolling the virtues of California's low inventories and refinery maintenance and refinery outages that they have control over. And I think second quarter profit reports will show the same. So this is about big money. And I'm just hopeful now that we are in this this fight in the legislature with the oil companies, that the governor, and I know the Senate leader, Kevin De Leon, has been very good on this issue. They've had some oversight hearings, and the Speaker of the Assembly and the Attorney General are now more attuned to the gas price manipulation. But I can tell you this, we are now developing a ballot measure with Tom Steyer, who is a former hedge fund manager and a billionaire and an environmentalist and runs a group called NextGen, to force the refiners to open their books, to justify the refinery outages, to justify the low inventories, and to justify the high profits, and to maintain adequate inventories in the state. And the public may see that in November of 2016 if Mr. Steyer goes forward, and we'll be there with him fighting for it.
But I can imagine the kind of political campaign that the oil companies would wage against a measure like this.
Yes, it'd be about $90 million of claiming that you know, we're from Mars and we're gonna rob the Earth of all its great benefits. Yeah. But this time, if we do go forward, we do have, fortunately, in Tom Steyer, a guy who can keep pace with the funding that the other side puts in. As you know, we're usually in these titanic battles with the insurance industry. Literally, the insurance industry spent $100 million against two consumer initiatives last time. We had a low turnout and didn't succeed. This time, if this battle goes forward, I have no doubt that Mr. will be able to keep pace with the industry.
And just quickly, because we only have less than a minute left, are you going to go back again on the health insurance issue?
Look, we are right now looking at rates. Aetna just had a 20% rate increase. If the other health insurance plans come in with double-digit 20% rate increases, we are going to go to the public and try to get rate regulation again, absolutely. The insurers said, trust us. Last year we had low rates. We don't need rate regulation. If we can't trust them, we're going to give the public a chance to enact the type of rate regulation that they didn't enact last time. The regulator over Aetna said this is price gouging, but you can't stop the rate hike. So yeah, we will do it again if we have the opportunity and we have the information that shows it's needed.
We got to go. Thank you, Jamie Court, for being with us. Jamie Court from consumerwatchdog.org. Take a look at the website. Continue your